Hi everyone, Skillshot 99 Gaming. This is Playdead Live. We got Crossfire, Frozen Jungle, SLY versus Ark. This is game number 3 of a brand new season. And hey, the gameplay has been phenomenal. We've had a couple technical difficulties in the last couple games, though, where the stream went out or we had issues, and then we played one in the last 5 minutes. So we're hoping for a very, very smooth sailing tonight. So we got a lot of stuff to get into. I'm feeling better. Thanks to all of you guys for wishing me well. But we're going to get this thing done. We got a really, really awesome holiday schedule coming up for all of you guys. So if you like gaming, and I know a lot of our Walking Dead fans, a lot of our old school gamers, you're going to want to get involved in Playdead Live right now because we've got new live action games that we do here. We've got online games like our Squid Game version of Kills Game. We got Phantom Fishing. We got a brand new game in development. It's probably going to roll out in December-ish. We'll see. I don't want to push the developers. We got that coming on. And then let me just get into the schedule. You guys excited to play tonight? I mean, we got some really, really cool stuff. So let's get down to business here. All right, you can take a look at the standings. We've got Vox 1-0. Look at that point differential, 69 points. Ark 1-0, 56. So can Ark go to 2-0 tonight, or will SLY sneak in and get that win and have the tiebreaker? So very, very interesting. You can take a look at the calendar up on the far right. We've got Wednesday night, Jet versus Vox, and then check it out. We're giving you guys the last week of the month faction war break. But Monday night, a week from tonight, we've got Ship Strike, and it is important. It is the Ship Strike before we go into the championship mode for Ship Strike, and we get into our tournament. So this is for seeding. We got Vox and Ark. We got Jet and SLY. So, and what's cool about that is those same teams play in the month of December. So that's pretty wild. So anyway, recap of the calendar tonight. We got SLY at Ark. Wednesday night, we got Jet at Vox. Friday night, we got the Sinister Casino rollout and Sinister Shadows. And this coming up Saturday, guess what we got? We got a box event. It's been a couple of months, and we are back with our box event. And then Monday night, of course, we've got Ship Strike. So don't sleep on Ship Strike. You're probably like, well, Kill said there's going to be something else. Yes, there is. And I'm still, any waking hours that I get, I'm working on Castle Strike. Castle Strike is going to be a big, big part of next year. I really want to get us a test map. But how many of y'all were involved in Ropes Saturday night? We had a blast with Ropes, brand new. So that was on the agenda. There's a lot of cool stuff that we're doing to get ready for the holidays. Ropes was our last circuit that we're going to roll out. So we got Pet Battles, we got Death Drop, and we got Ropes now. We got Ship Strike back. We brought that back. And then we've got Castle Strike. So we're really getting our calendar very consistent. And then we got our Fish Strikes in there as well. So you guys make all of that possible with your fantastic gameplay and your support. All right. I got to do, I know you guys don't like doing this, but we got to do Sliver Sacrifice. And this is which grenade you're going to have to sacrifice to keep those Sliver Blessings working. So here we go. I know, you know what? I'm not even going to try to guess. I'm not even going to predict it. I'm just going to spin it. Wherever it lands, it lands. I'm not even going to try, but I know some people don't want to see Snowstorm. Oh, well, you know, some people have a lot of them. Some people don't. But tonight, now, for the inventory team, and for sake of your text not your words not showing up, instead of S, the abbreviation SS for snowstorm, type snow, okay? Because it does not love a whole bunch of people spamming 2 letter S's, okay? We've seen that before. So, and the less we have people, you know, timed out and different things happening, the faster our matches go. And I think tonight's going to be a relatively fast match. I hope. Okay. Now, do we have the leader of Vox here anywhere that likes to give us a little giveaway? Where is he? Where's that dude? There he is. All right, Ron, tell us what time it is. It's roll time, baby. All right. Give me numbers from 1 to 12. Everybody, we're going to give away a couple packs because we've got, look, we got a box event coming up. We got a holiday event coming up in December. We got so many cool things. Give me numbers from 1 to 12. 1 to 12, everybody. Everybody is eligible. Oh, we're missing quite a few people. All right. Last call. I'm about to roll it. And then of course, Kel picks 15. There's always one. Always one. It doesn't know what 1 to 12 is. There we go. All right, here we go. Let's roll it. Oh, and come on, she should not have won. Okay, she should not have won because she got it wrong to begin with. What do you guys think? Should we reward her or no? All right, quick vote. Give it to her or not? That's what he said. All right. Kel gets 1 pack. I'm going to roll them again. And number 11. All right, we got Yo 11 in the house. Did anybody win that one? Dimes, congratulations. All right, we got Kel, we got Dimes, and oh, come on, guys. Come on, don't do that to me. Don't do it. Really? We're giving away free dead dimes tonight to people that have the Yo pet? Oh, my goodness. All right. All right. Well, there you go. All right. Hey, you guys make some noise because I got to show you this bundle. If you want the bundle to have a little something extra in it, then give me 999s in chat right now. Spam it up. Here we go. I got to get to rolling here. We got silver. Whoa, silver bundle? Whoa, fire the cleaning lady. Fire the cleaning lady. She was not supposed to put Gamut Grenade in the silver bundle. Are you kidding me? All right, remember, grenades are singular, but that's pretty nice. All right, we got Elixir of Extreme, Steel, 1 Gamut Grenade, 1 Max Mike. That's a nice silver bundle. 5 post-battle pet revives, Graphene Carbine, 1 of each of your waxes. Take you to the red zone. Summon Skins, Dragon Smoke, Rage Tonic, Frantic 5, Savage 6, Mag 7. And you know what? You guys made a heck of a lot of noise tonight. Heck of a lot of noise, so I'm going to give you a double bottom bonus. That means 2 Super 8s, 2 Hostile 9s, 2 Rages. You know what's cool about this double bottom? Is those 2 bonus in between there. Terror 10 is double. Spade Grenade is also double. Because it's a double bottom bonus, and that bonus counts. So even though the Gamut, the Max Mike, the other grenades are singular, you get 2 Spade Grenades tonight. Pretty freaking awesome, isn't it? All right. Take you over to the gold. 2 Cruel Blue, Encase, 2 Cruel Red, Smolder Glyph, Absorption times 2, Gold Summon Skins times 2, Thrill Smoke times 2. I already told you you get 2 Spade Grenades. Green, Energy Orb, Spider Silk, Combat Orb, Max Seal Smoke, Max Spark times 1, 1 Orange Crush. But double bottom, that's 2 Blue Sparks, 2 Silver Sparks, 2 Health Tonics, and because Castle Strike's going to be rolling out soon, you guys are getting 10 more Strike Stones from Castle Strike. 10 Strike Stones. And look at the bonus. That's a Mythic Summon Skin, Immortal Summon Skin, Choke Smoke, And brand new gear, brand new ability. This is the Zenith chest piece. It is H26, highest health in the game. D17, B17, AP14. And what does Zenith do? Well, you use it as not a DI. You play it on your turn. But if you play it, it will. If it's a maxed out pet, it's got to be maxed. That's the key word there. It will add 15 points to a colossal pet or 15% to an immortal pet. So it boosts your points or it boosts your damage. Pretty cool stuff. All right, Kel, let's see who got all these bundles tonight. And while Kel's typing it up, I need the following players to give me pre-match buffs. Julia, Valar, Jim, Shaman, Dimes, Ocean Man, Bones, and SLY is playing a zombie. And I will take you down to tonight's starting lineup while players are posting their buffs and Kel super chatting. Take a look at the bundles. That's who's got the gear. We got Valar, Bones, Trigger, Justice, Jim, Dimes, Ron, Busy, Pope, Football, Crimson, Lexicon, Julia Cat, Dimes, Doc, Fly Rod, Nightshade, and Kel. Thanks to all of you. Appreciate you picking up that gear. All right, tonight's starting lineup is as follows. We got in the tank zone, Shaman Sheila. Shaman be followed by Deadly Dimes. Dimes is the captain, the rover, and the siege. After Deadly Dimes, we've got Julia. Julia is the captain and the siege. Julia be followed by Ocean Man in the house. Ocean Man in the tank zone. Ocean Man followed by Valar. Valar's a sniper in the bomber zone. Valar followed by SLY Zombie in the bomber zone. SLY Zombie followed by Jim. Jim is in the DZ. And Jim is followed by Bones in the DZ. It is exactly 8:30. You got no excuses. Shaman Sheila, you are on the clock. 20-second timer. Shaman did not beat the timer because she wrote a book. Gotta be ready, Shaman. All right. First timer miss on round number 1. She's going to jump in the tank, move to the temple steps. Let's give Shaman a cannonball. Early cannonball. All right, we'll move her up to the temple steps. Shaman. Boss to Main Street. Negation wand for Dimes Nocturnal wand. All right, get that boss in Main Street. Playing boss in 1. We'll cap in 3. Negation wand will take the air wands out of play. Dropping a seal, R12 Snowstorm. Also playing a duplex ability. That'll be double sliver points on her next turn. And Max sparked Ocean Man. Dime says wait. Got that snowstorm to the wall. All right, jumps in the tank, moves to the temple, boss to Main Street, negation wand, drops a seal, R12 snowstorm, duplex, sliver, sacrifice, the snowstorm. Let's give her that. All right. So they're going to. It's an R12. So they're going to halt it 3 times in Sonya. Makes it S6 snowstorm. What else we got, Dimes? And an emo sonar. All right. I mean, that's huge, right? So we've got S6, takes it down to an S4, and takes the damage from a S4 down to the equivalent of a Carnage. S4 Carnage, though, is still taking out that black block. You saved a lot of damage. But we still get a single block and 15% of the next block. That leaves them with 85 green remaining. And we're spinning the wheel to see what we're going to freeze. Or sorry, rolling the dice. 10-sider is going to freeze block number, block number 1. Ouch. Ouchie. Well, I don't know. That might not be the worst thing in the world. Equivalent to one of those wands, right? All right, let's go over to Dimes. Dimes, 20-second timer. Timer's up. All right, did not beat the timer, did beat the Nerf timer. Range Rover, move to their bomber zone. All right, let's give Dimes a tire. All right, after she moves to their bomber zone, Mortal Grindle to the haystack. All right, Julia hits her weight. All right, it hits. All right, so Dimes type no red needle. You played a double pet. So she went Immortal Grindle is the play. So you got an Emo Grin. First pet always counts. Slush Wand to Sheila. Hang on. Oh, never mind. Never mind. She got the guard. I see it now. All right. All good. So we got Immortal Grindle and a red needle. Very nice move. All right, needle to the haystack. Needle in 1, cap in 2. Slush Wand to Sheila with a repel. Slush Wand. All right, Ice Wands are out of play. They'll cut her Rage in half. Carnage to the wall. Sacrifice Snowstorm and Duplex. Smart move to play that Carnage because she used the minimum to break that ice block. Nice move, Dimes. Let's get the sacrifice. All right, long moves. Let's repeat it. Range Rover's good. Move to their BC's good. Uses a Cosmic. Immortal Grendel and Red Needle. Slush Wand is good. Pet Repel, Carnage, Sacrifice a Snowstorm, and Duplex, all good. Neither player made the timer yet, though. All right, let's go to Julia. 20-second timer, Julia. Beats the timer, jump into Rover, go to their bomber zone. Julia with the tire award. Mortal Grendel to the haystack, absorption, and a seal. Both players got an Emo Grendel out. Navy to the flame, Duplex, and Max Spark Ray. Ray cannot move. Cannot move, can't even move into a tank. They do put out the Temple Flame. Double Max Spark is rough right out of the gates, right? Rover, move, Grendel, absorption, seal, Navy, Duplex, and a Max Spark. All right, speaking Ocean Man. 20-second timer, Ray. Ooh, he's going to Morb. Cronin is an automatic roll, remember. He gets credit for it as a hit. So, extra rage. Boss to the side chest with a Pet Repel. He will no longer be sparked at the end of his turn. Let's put that boss on the side chest. He's playing boss in 1, cap in 3. I'm going to go Snowstorm to bury the dead, and Shaman going to prevent it. I like the move, though. So, Morb. All I need to know is what class is Ray morbing into? He's already a tank. What is going to be his second class? Father Ray. All right, and we have had 2 dragons played by Team SLY. And remember, the throw zone. Shaman threw a snowstorm. Ocean Man threw a snowstorm. So both teams have thrown one of their requirements. And we got Father Ocean Man. All right, let's go to Valar. 20-second timer, Valar. Did not beat the timer. I reset the timer accidentally, but she didn't beat it. After 4 seconds, I'd reset it. So there's a 4-second variance. This is a nerf timer. Did not beat the nerf timer either. This is a 25-point timer, Valar. All right. She avoided the 50% nerf, but she got the 25 timer penalty. So Valar's going to jump into Battleship. Wicked Boss to their chest. Say minus 50 for Team SLY if their boss caps. Holy Avenger, their wall. Flourish Wand. Green wands are now out of play. Steal Amy's needle. With her ability. Snowstorm to the wall. A second throw grenade. Sacrifice Snowstorm and Duplex. You could double those sliver points. All right, a little stronger grenade this time around because, remember, she's in the Battleship. So that's M7, makes it a T10. Battleship's good. Boss is good. Legend's good. Wand is good. Ability. Seal. Snowstorm. And the Snowstorm will have no effect because they've already gotten the advantage of the Snowstorm. But a T10 Snowstorm is going to finish off the green block. And a green block. 2 green blocks off the board for Valar. All right, Zombie SLY, dimes. What are we doing? Attacking or disabling? I think we said the zombie cannot forge. Kel, can you check me on that? Ray did? Okay. That's fine. Because it's a similar move, but it's okay. All right, Zombie Forge. All good. All right, Zombie Forge. Okay, let's go from the zombie who's at the forge over to Jim. 20-second timer. I have no idea what the hell a mythic kangaroo is. That is the funniest shit I've ever seen, though. All right, Mythic Kang, the Sheila's boss. It's a squaw. It is for sure. I guess it'd be a Mythic Kangaroo in the future. All right, Mythic Kang, to Sheila's boss. Could be worth 63. Drop Seal, Spade to the Grendel, Duplex, and Sliver Sacrifice, Snowstorm. Ray going to prevent it with the Morb. That's one of his 2 preventions. So Mythic Kang is good. Jim gets a seal. She's trying to kill that Grendel. Ray says, nope, not going to let you kill it because I'm going to prevent it. She does get the Duplex ability. And Sacrifice. All right, all good. Let's go over to Bones. 20-second timer, Bones. Monolith, Immortal Scourge to Main Street boss. All right, Monolith. We're going to use this as a dual copy of the Monolith. It's a little bit faster and a little bit easier for me to do that. So that means your watchtowers are duplicated. Those 3 absorptions are the monoliths. Play an Immortal Scourge. They're going to eclipse it. Spade, Duplex, and sacrifice a Snowstorm. All right, 1 second. That's going to take 30% health from that boss. That's going to take that boss on Main Street down to 70%. Shaman. So Monolith is good. Mortal Scourge hits. Spade Grenade to Grendel. It is eclipsed. She does throw a spade. And Spade is a hit grenade. So because you have not gotten a second throw grenade, it wouldn't have mattered anyway. except for doing what it's going to do. Remember, you have to get 2 throw grenades before you can unlock the hit grenades. But that is the end of the round. All right, the end of round number 1. Let's do some math here. First thing, we're going to remove a couple of these halos. Shaman rotating into the temple. Give Shaman a blessing. Strawman. 0-0. DZ. Bones with a halo. Jim with a halo. No strawman advantage. I'm sorry, no DZ advantage. It's 25-25. Slivers, each team, 22 points. Dilma Dragonstone and Dilma Dragonstone. Good stuff, round number 1. Yes. You got the 30% and the 30 points. All right, everybody. Let's go to round number 2. Shaman. 20-second timer. Mythic Kang to her boss. Thrill Smoke, Rad Rage, Spade to the Wall, Rocket Launcher, it's a nice combo shot there. She played the R12 and then backed it up with the Rad Rage. That is a sweet move, Shaman. So Mythic Kang, Rad Rage, Spade to the Wall, Sliver ability will double it up. Banish Julian, Gold Spark Dimes. And Nirvana Wands are off the board. Dime says, wait, let's get that Mythic Kang in play. Possible 63. The caps. They are in the hit zone. They've had 2 throw grenades, Team Arc. SLY's had 1 throw grenade. Very bottom, Down here is the amount of dragons you played, these X's. Second row is your throw grenade. Third row is your hit grenade. Mythic Sonar. Both sonars have been used. All right, because they played the Mythic Sonar, means it hits. That's a big hit. That is 13, 14. S14 Spade Grenade. Blue block. Blue block. And 60% of a blue block. 40 blue remaining. Dimes, you're up. 20-second timer, Dimes. Timer is up. Did not beat the timer, did beat the nerf timer. Move to their tank zone. Colossal Kang, max seal to bones. S8 Spades, you're going to play Eiffel. And Eiffel is going to rebuild that blue block. Nice play. Get that Kang in play. Colossal Kang. Possible 73 for Dimes. Dimes also capped a needle. I'll get to that in a second. Villar going to Immortal Blue, the Spade Grenade. First blue of the game. Remember, it is a spade, so not a throw grenade. And it didn't hit, so they get no credit either way. Throw grenades are Milo and Snowstorm. Movement's good. Max Seal's good. Kang is good. Spade Grenade thrown. And Eiffel gets the rebuild. Dimes did cap a needle. We got some points happening here. All right, let's go over to Julia. 20 seconds. Going to move to their rover zone with a Colossal Kang. To Sheila's boss. Oh, to Villar's boss, sorry. We'll leave her where she's at. There's not enough room, so she is in the rover zone. We'll actually move her down just a little bit. There we go. Movement's good. Kang is good. Dragon Smoke. Spade Grenade to the wall with Zulu. And sacrifice a Snowstorm. So she's going cross-county launch dimes. S8 spade all the way across the board to her wall. Zulu will add extra damage to it. Dimes hits her weight. What you want to do? Dime says wait. Immortal Blue from herself. All right, and let me go back because Villar's Immortal Blue. And then another Immortal Blue. I did not do the damage for the Immortal Blue. So dimes, that would be a 40% hit to your health pool from Villar. And on the other side, Julia's going to max absorb it. All right, double max absorb, no health is taken from either player. And actually, we're going to get rid of the used blues too. I'm going to put them in the skull box. We can always check them later. Keep the map a little bit cleaner. So you can see up top how many blues each team has remaining. And I'm going to remove the sonars as well. Okay? So if you need to know where they have sonars, you can look at their sonar area. They're gone. But that'll keep the map a little bit cleaner for everybody. All right, and then Dragon Smoke. We'll relight that Dragon Stone. Okay, let's go over to Ocean Man. 20-second timer for Ocean Man from the tank zone. Oh, sorry. I gave him a little extra time. He didn't even need it, though. Thank you, Ray. Appreciate that speed. He's going to jump in the tank. Let's give Ocean Man a cannonball. Move Temple Steps. Needle to the haystack. All right. His needle is going to take out Julia's Emo Grendel. The needle is dead, but so is her Grendel. So we still got a SLY Grendel on the board. Seal and Thrill, Grizzly to the wall, sacrifice a Snowstorm. All right, it hits, Seal and Thrill. So that is a S6, S7, but the tank, remember, E3s now, so that's an S10, Grizzly from the Ocean Man. Points. Black block, green block. And 60% of a green block, 40 green remaining. Villar going to play Dominari. First dragon play. Bone's going to play Kromica. All right. Dominari will save the cannonball. Points. Bone's getting the Kromica points. All right. Villar beats the timer before it starts. Immortal Grendel with a pet repel. They reload with another Grendel. Going to duplex. Sliver up to 42. Mortal Grendel, pet repel, spade to the wall, S6. But she does have a boat, makes an S9 dimes. S9 spade grenade. They did rebuild that wall. Huh? Oh, no. No, it goes to the haystack. I was confused. No, I'm reading trying to catch up. All right. No, Grendel to the haystack. Clearly. Thanks for confusing all of us. All right, back to our regularly scheduled program. Immortal Grendel, pet repel, spade, and sliver ability. And it hits. Blue block and red block. All right, Sly Zombie still at the forge. Let's go over to Gemstone. 20-second timer, Gem. Beats the timer. Mythic Grendel, Rad Rage. So to make it an H9 Gamut to their Grendel with MD6. I'm liking the moves tonight, y'all. Some good moves. Rad Rage is broken. All right, so now we got a Mythic Grendel out. So we got one Sly Grendel and two Art Grendels. Dime says wait. He's like, I'm playing my Grendel, and I'm going to try to kill your Grendel with my Gamut. we still got SLY with 1 throw grenade. Arc has 2 throw grenades, so they're working on the hits. SLY still needs another throw. Intervene from Bones to stop the gamut. All right, let's go over to Bones. You can only stop 1 target. The Grendel can't be stopped, so it's got to be the grenade. All right, Bones, 20-second timer. Timer is up. Barely beats the timer. Colossal Kang, Dragon Smoke. Oh! All right, let's go. Yeah, let's go back. There was only 1. I see what you mean, Julia. All right, so Jim threw H9 Gamut. Gamut will split. All right, so back up. So Dimes, she chose a H9 Gamut has to have 2 targets. So one is going to be a Grendel, the other one's going to be a Kang. All right? So they're also throwing at your... All right. So the second one is going... So let's back up. So one, they're throwing at your Colossal Kang. So 2 targets. Do you want to let one hit? Do you want to stop them both? You got a Colossal Kang targeted and also a Grendel. All right. All right, your choice. Your Immortal Kang is dead. That wiped 73 points off the map. All right, now on the other side. We've got Bones to both Grendels. Bones playing a Colossal Kang. Possible 73 points. Back. And Julia, you've got so Colossal Kang, Dragon Smoke, and a Gamut, and the Sliver ability. All right, and she was duplexed. Julia going to intervene. One's going to live. One's going to die. So each team now has a Grendel on the board. Each has an Immortal Grendel still. And that is the end of round number 2. Woo! Slow moving round. We're learning. We're still learning it. All right, captains, give me your subs. At the end of round 2, Halo for Bones. Halo for Jim. No DZ advantage either way. Strawmans are also 0-0. Art, 42-point sliver. SLY, 32-point sliver. Bones and Jim both going to lose their seals for elevation. Shaman heading out. Dow coming in. Ocean Man heading out. Tiny coming in. Okay, we're going to round number 3. Round number 3 before Dow's move. We're going to cap his boss and 126 points in Kangs. $20-second timer, Dow. Order is Dow, Dimes, Julia, Tiny, Valar, Sly Zombie, Jim, and Bones. Move to the Temple. Boss to Main Street. Dow playing boss in 3. Cap in 5. Gold Spark Dime, Spade Grenade to the wall, sacrifice a Snowstorm. Each team lost a blessing, so sacrifice to get another one. Gold Spark to Dimes, we'll minimize her. Duplex, Cyborg Slim, and a Seal Smoke. Movement's good. Boss is good. Gold spark. Spade grenade to the wall. Sacrifice. Duplex ability. And it hits. Red block. %60 of a red block. 40 red remaining. All right, we go over to dimes. 20-second timer, dimes. Going to move to their DZ. Talon Tiny to the temple. Can we check? I think it's temple steps. I think the flame is still going. Is that correct? We'll move him to the temple steps, but I think one side of it is done. Okay. All right. Let's move dimes up the coast. Their DZ. Move their DZ. Tiny to the temple. Thrill, spade grenade, and sliver ability. Jim going to Judas the spade to their Grendel. Dimes, got a redirect. 8-7 spade going to kill your Grendel. It hits. All right, Grendel is dead. Dimes got her money's worth out of that Grendel. All right, so we got one Grendel still on the board. It's Villar's. Julia, 20 seconds. She's going to move to their DZ. Pet repel, spade to the wall with aura. Says wait. Tiny going to prevent it. All right. So it does not hit. Movement's good. Pet repel's good. Spade. And she plays aura. She'd have to take damage, though. All right. Before Tiny's turn, going to cap Ocean Man's boss. And also going to cap 73-point Colossal Kang from Bones. Flags are 1-1. 20-second timer, Tiny. Beats the timer. Bernoose to the wall. Mythic Grendel to the haystack with a pet repel. Navy to the flame and duplex. Hits. Flame is out. Before Villar's turn, we're going to cap Villar's boss. And 73-point Colossal Kang. Flags are now 2-1. Twenty-second timer. Villar, going forward, do not post until I start the timer. Okay? I know you're trying to beat it, but we have to wait. Because everybody's going to be doing that. She does beat the timer. Colossal Kang to Main Street. 73 points. Gold Spark to Dimes. Wow, Dimes. That's a lot of gold sparks. Spade to the wall. Going to play Eiffel. Now, Eiffel will fizzle because there's no blue block to rebuild. Colossal Kang, Gold Spark, Spade to the wall, and Thrill. And it is S11, Villar with a gold bar. Let's rebuild the wall. A lot of damage to that wall early. And it is no longer under the effect of Holy Avenger. All right. Few things are going to happen here. One, Zombie comes out of the forge. Immediately plays a boss. Zombie playing boss in 3 with cap in 5. forgeability. You get 2 straw men, 2 blocks, and 2 watchtowers. All right, 1 second. Pause 1 second. Hold tight, just 1 more second. All right, so I'm checking the course of play here. So the zombie is going to do a couple things here because this is round number 3. So they sacrifice those first 2 moves. So first thing that's going to happen is we take out 2 of the blocks. Green block and a blue block. We also light 2 watchtowers. We also light 2 straw men. That's the effect of the forge. Okay? But because we're in round 3, we also like 2 more straw men. And we play the pet. All right, let's go to Jim. 20-second timer, Jim. All right, Jim playing Dark Boss to their chest. Dark Boss played in 3, cap in 5. Could be worth an extra 25. Max Seal, H9 Gamut to Grendel. And the other target. Has to be 2 pets. Never mind. Has to be 2 live targets. Scratch that, what I just said. Only used on players and pets. You're right. Been a while. Tiny's good. Tiny's good. Julia, that's your 3rd challenge. You get 5. All right, we got Dark Boss to their chest. Max Seal, H9, Gamut to Grendel, and Tiny is good. All right, let's get rid of that. Mythic Grendel is off the board. Dark Boss good. Max Seal H9 kills a Grendel and hits Tiny. Gonna take Tiny down to 75% health. All right, and Bones. 20-second timer, Bones. It's okay. We're all rusty because we missed some games. One thing about playing and getting back into the rhythm of it is the rules make a little bit more sense. It's a brand new map. It's only our 3rd game, and we've had a 2-week break in between the last game. Mythic Grendel to the haystack. Kill a Grendel. Bring a Grendel back. Love it. Heal and Seal. E3 summoning grenade to the watchtower with mass destruction. Light watchtower number 3. And what color watcher? Colossal Watcher. All right, and Valar's spade grenade did light a hit grenade. So you can see we've got 2 throw grenades and the first hit grenade. Arc needs 2 more hit grenades to get to the top of the watchtower. Over on the other side, SLY has 1 throw grenade. Throw grenades are Milos and Snowstorms. Hit grenades, Unforgiven, Spade, and Dracarys. All right, that is the end of round number 3. The end of round number 3, let's go ahead and remove a Sliver Blessing from each team. $37 points. I see why you're showing that. And I would say I think it's the Judas. Actually, I'm showing that you have all 3. Because Dow threw a spade grenade, and then Jim used a redirect. Does that make sense, Tammy? With the hit grenades? Dow's would have hit, which would have been their second one, and then you threw a spade grenade and they redirected it, and that would have counted as a hit too. So that should be all of their dragon towers. Let me know if you confirm that. All right. So Arc has lit all of both the throw grenades and all the hit grenades. So the next thing they would need to do is a dragon smoke, and then after the dragon smoke would be a Dracarys. Okay, just want to make sure everybody's on the same page. All right, we got sliver points. DZ, Bones, 3 halos. Julia, 3rd halo. Jim, 3rd halo. Dimes, 1st halo. You can tell it's been a while since we played when I'm using the wrong halos. How about that? Those are sliver blessings. All right. Julia with a halo. Bones with 3. All right, let's remove the sliver blessings. And let's give Jim her 3. All right, that's the end of the round. Tiny, going to rotate into the temple. Strawman. Team SLY, 4 strawman lit up. $25-0. DZ is 0-0. And we go to round number 4. Round number 4, Dow, 20-second timer. Beats the timer. All right, going to go Mythic Kang to his boss. Could be worth 63. Dragon Smoke to the tower. Snowstorm to the wall. Sliver ability and Pet Repel. Pump the sliver up 10 more. Snowstorm to the wall is going to hit. We'll take out a black and a green. So, Bones, although you can't use it right now, this is where your Cosmic would come into play. Something like this. Does that make sense? And I will have that ready by the end of the week. All right, let's roll the die. Seven, block number 7 is frozen. All right, Mythic Kang, Dragon Smoke, Snowstorm to the wall, Sliver ability, and Pet Repel, all good for Dow. All right, let's go over to Dimes. 20-second timer, Dimes. Move to their rover. Blaze a Straw Man, Dragon Smoke, Spade to the wall, and Slime. All right, Dimes moving out of the DZ and moving down to the rover zone. Julia says it hits. All right, first slime ability. The lightest straw man. Straw man all in one place now. Makes it nice. Spade to the wall. And remember, that is a damaged block, so we got blue block, and it stops. Doesn't break it, but it stops. That last snowstorm was rough. Spade grenade is a hit grenade, not a throw grenade. So still looking to get that next throw. So these spade grenades light it up. And for those watching, just a really quick recap again. This bottom row are how many dragons you've played. Each team can play 5. If they play more than 5, it closes these windows. The second area is the throw zone. You don't need to hit. All you need to do is throw a Milo or a snowstorm. You fill out 2 of those, then you go to the hit zone. These must hit. That could be Unforgiven, Spade, or a Dracarys. Would like those 3. Then the top is Dragon Smoke, and then you must hit with the Dracarys. That's the cycle of events. Movement's good. Blaze is good. Dragon Smoke. Relight one of the Dragon Stones. Each team still has 1 dimmed. All right, let's go over to Julia. 20-second timer, Julia. Gold Gideon moved to their tank zone. Dust to Tiny, summoning to the wall with Pet Score and Bounty Bear. All right, we got Gold Gideon, movement, Dust to Tiny, M7 summoning to the wall. It hits. Going with a long throw. Green block. 40% of a blue block. I got 60 blue remaining. Julia, what color is the orbital? Colossal orbital. Okay, let's go over to Tiny. 20 seconds, Tiny. All right, now we're all getting our rhythm. See, once you play a couple rounds, it starts to pick up. It's always those first couple rounds where we're a little rusty. All right, good challenge. SLY has played 2 Dragon Smokes, so their stones are relit. Colossal Kang, Seal and Thrill with a blue spark. That would be Tiny, sorry. Could be worth 73. Milo to the wall. Sacrifice a snowstorm for the sliver. Each has 2 halos. Milo to the wall. So that is a S2. Not a lot of damage, but it is a throw grenade. There we go. All right. Milo does hit, does break an ice block, and does get them to fill out the throws. There we go. Good job. Points as well. Can't really go wrong there. All right, Villar, 20-second timer starts right now. Villar out on a boat. Timer's up. Nerf timer's up. Do we have Villar? There we go. Finally. We got it. Needle to the haystack. Dragon smoke. S6 summoning grenade. An MD6. All right, dragon smoke to which target? You have 2 eligible targets. Actually, never mind. You've already lit up the tower. Your other one hit. Okay, so all dragon stones are relit. Needle to the haystack is going to get rid of a Grendel. Needle dies. So we got an arc needle left. Summoning to the wall and MD6. And bringing out a mythic orbital. And the damage. After mass destruction. And her boat, S9. Blue block. Blue block. 20% of a blue block. 80 blue remaining. All right, Zombie SLY. It's round 4, so Zombie SLY going to take out 2 wall blocks. And also play a needle and get rid of the Grendel. All Grendels are off the board. Thank you, Zombie SLY. Gemstone, 20-second timer. Going to play the Torch Wand. That will be no straw man this round. Ouch. Dimes, the one time you didn't use your red wand is the one time you should have used it against Arc, right? To take him off the board. All right, so we got Torch Wand, Vines, Gas Blast, Sliver Ability, and playing a Gold Needle, double line. She can play it because we didn't have a hits or weight. Is a 25-point penalty, but probably worth it to get that needle in play. Jim playing needle. In 5, capping 6. Binds to Tiny, and a Gas Blast to Tiny. Tiny going airborne. And Sliver Ability. Wand, Vines, Grenade, and Ability. All right, final move of the first half. Bones, bring us home. Like, I'll just bring him right back. Let's put Tiny back in the temple. Pet Repel, Milo to the Watchtower, and Slime. Second Slime. Julia hits her weight. All right, and we'll light up Watchtower number 4. And it is a Milo. And Milo is a throw grenade, which they don't need it. Now they need hit grenades. All right, we're at halftime, everybody. Captains, give me your subs. Jim and Bones losing their smokes. Elevation wand for Bones. She's like, I ain't losing mine. Bones keeping hers. Jim losing hers. Let's remove a sliver from each team. Each team has one remaining. Bones, Halo number 4. Jim, Halo number 4. Dow with a blessing. Tiny with a blessing. Straw man, no points for SLY because the wand. Straw man, 25-25. $57.37 on the slivers. Ocean Man coming back in. Look at that. We get extended version of Ocean Man tonight. Football Master coming in. The Ozone. Tiny heading out. Julia, subs. Pope to the Ozone. Everything else stays the same. All right, the order is going to be Dow, Dimes, Julia, Ocean Man, Villar, Sly Zombie, Jim, Bones, Pope, and Football Master. All right, I got Dimes and Julia both with Bronze Stars and Siege Awards. All right, here we go. So before Dow's turn, we're going to go ahead and cap Dow's boss and 100 and $36 points. In Kangs. Flag number 3. Dow, you're on the clock, 20 seconds. Move into the temple and needle to the haystack. So we need to reset the arc map. All right. Dow moves into the temple. Needle to the haystack. Dow playing needle in 5, cap in 6. One second. Okay, move into the temple, needle to the haystack, summoning grenade, to the wall. Blue spark, mass destruction, and a seal to Pope. It hits. All right, what color orbital do we have, Dow? The blue and 50% of the red. 50 red remaining. So 3.5 red total. Mythic orbital. Let's go from Dow over to dimes. 20 seconds, dimes. Not beat the timer. Going to move into the temple. Roxy to light a straw man. Seal, spade to the wall, and MD6. Julia hits her weight. Dow going to prevent it. Roxy or the grenade, Julia? All right. Roxy going to light straw man number 6, dimes, with a torch award. Movement's good. Light the watchtower, drop a seal, spade grenade, MD6. All right, let's go over to Julia. 20 seconds. Jim's going to use Dominari. That is their second dragon. Julia beats the timer. Going to the temple steps. Needle to the haystack. Gonna turn Ray into a boss with pink smoke. Julia playing needle in 5, cap in 6. Maximon to the wall with dual blast and panic mode. It's a 3-3. Dime says it hits. S10. Finish off the red. Take out a red. And 30% red, 1.7 red remaining. Double invoke. Add additional damage to it. Dimes. Do the evokes go through? All right, first evoke takes it from 1.7 to 1.2. Second evoke will take us down to 0.7. 0.7. Valar going to play Intalio. That is dragon number 3. %30 of the original damage. Ouch. Takes us down to 0.1. 1/10 of a red block remaining. Ouch. Just breathe on it a little bit. All right, we go to Ocean Man. And we skip Ocean Man. He is Euclid. We go to Valar. 20-second timer, Valar. Beats the timer. Valar playing Thraxus. Dragon number 4. Colossal Gideon. Torment to Bones. Maximon with pet score. Maximon hits, takes down the wall. They get their orbitals, and Villar with a second gold bar. Gold bar number 2 for Villar. All right, reset the scoreboard. SLY Zombie in round 5. Light 2 towers. Let's go to Gemstone. 20-second timer, Gem. We have Gem, Bones, Pope, and Football. Mythic Gideon, Torment to Football. Monster. What's the target of the monster? I don't think they have a needle. I think those are all yours. Yours capped. The other 2 are theirs. All right, I'm going to go to Football. Football has first turn gear absorption, so it'll break his absorption. Bones, your move, 20-second timer. Colossal Gideon, Portal, Fear Gem. It hits. All right, we'll light the watchtower number 7. Move Jim out of the DZ. Gideon's good. Portal's good. Fear is good. Maximon to the watchtower. And a bounty bear. Pope, you're up. 20 seconds. Turret, orbital, tormented dimes. Spade to the wall. Football going to Judas that grenade. Julie says, wait. Football is going to be max sparked as well. Glacier the grenade. And sonar twice. All right, so going to nerf their own grenade. Let's see what it pans out to be. S10 equivalent. Turn into a red eye. S4. S2 Carnage. Ouch. All right. Nerfed it quite a bit. Takes it down to finishing off a red block. 1 red block remaining. Nerfed it down to 1 with the Glacier and the 2 Immortal Sonars. All right, and football. 20-second timer football. Turret, Scold to Gem. Super Thrill, H9 Spade. Sacrifice a Snowstorm and 3rd Slime ability. All right. So first thing is the slime ability happens first. Football Master with a gold bar. The slime ability will take out the red block. All right, after that happens, the wall resets. Scold to Jim. Scold will hit Jim, and it's also going to light Watchtower number 8. It's going to give Football an absorption. They no longer have Burnous because that wall is dead. So no more buff. He's tormented, so he gets no H9, but he does get a Spade Grenade with a Super Thrill and the turret, which is E5 on a fresh wall. Black block and a green block after mass destruction. Nice move by Football. All right, that is the end of round number 5 before we get to Dragon Storm. Each team getting a blessing. Blessings are gone, but slivers are not dead yet. Bones has sole possession of the DZ. Jim was feared out. So you get Bones a 5th. We also would like Strawman number 7, but there is no Strawman number 7 because they do have a DZ advantage. But because there's not extra Strawman, we give SLY 100 points for the Strawman. DZ 25-0. All right, final round. No, Dragon Storm is automatic now. E3. Let's get this show on the road, everybody. Dow, you're up first. 20-second timer starts right now. Start of your turn, your needle caps. Dow with a 100-point needle. Gonna send Torment over to Ocean Man. Now, problem is, it'll fizzle. Actually, you redirect because he is a boss and you can't torment a boss. So it's an invalid target. Kruger to the watchtower. Spade grenade, H9 loaded to the wall with dual blast. Dimes says wait. So Dimes, you got a Kruger and a grenade. And Dow redirect the torment. If there's a valid target. Zombie's going to prevent Kruger. All right, so no valid target on the torment. Dimes, does the grenade hit? Bones, emo blue. Emo blue is going to break Dow's seal. He's going to use max absorb. He'll keep his seal. Torment. Kruger's prevented. Everything else goes through. All right, let's go to Dimes. 20 seconds, Dimes. Jin Shi. Skull to Gem. Blue Spark. Warrior Rage. Julia says wait. We will have 2 minutes extended time because in the middle I paused for 2 minutes. Emo blue and a prevention. Julia plays an emo to stop one and a prevention to stop the other. All right. We got 2 more moves remaining. Julia, start of your turn. Your needle caps. 20-second timer. Ray's move will be the final move of the game. H9 Maximon loaded to the wall with Ignite dimes. Got a Kruger, and you got a Maximon. Got a prevention and a red-blue, stopping them both. All right, final move of the night. Ocean Man, you're on the clock. Make it count. All right, we got Scold to Jim, Blue Spark, Super Thrill. Julia says, wait. All right, we got Mythic Blue from Julia. Shuts down to Milo. And Scold to Jim would hit Jim, but because she's sealed, does not light that watchtower. All right, and that's where we leave it, everybody. Good match. Nice action in the last hour. So we will calculate. Remember, because we didn't finish, we don't calculate the final rounds of slivers, the final rounds of DZ, etc., etc. Not even the final straw man. So, you know, good learning. Took us a little bit to get our rhythm going, but I think once you guys got it, there was some good gameplay. Give me 5 minutes. We'll calculate the totals, see where everybody stands, and we'll be right back. All right, everybody, we are back, and we do have a winner, and we'll go through really quickly, super fast recap. There's some good moves both sides, as you guys know, as we play a little bit more and we play faster, getting to the end of the game. We get to the end of the game, you potentially could have had SLY with Watchtower, 300 points, DZ more points, Strawman, another couple hundred points. So take that into consideration when these matches go the full time, and you had Arc get those needles at the end. So if the match would have ended a little bit earlier, Arc doesn't get those 200 points. If it ends later, anyway, we'll get there. So overall, I'm going to give you a real quick recap. Flags, Watchtower, Strawman, Kangs, Needles, Siege and Occupy. SLY, 1566 in their core points. Arc, 2165. Where did Arc have the advantage? 300-point advantage on flags, 300-point advantage on walls, and about a 200-point advantage in Kangs. That was a huge, huge number. Where did SLY get their points? Watchtowers, a 200-0 advantage. They had an advantage with the DZ, barely. They also had an advantage with the PCP DZ points. Overall, PCP points, sorry, not DZ, but total PCP, 225 to 225. It was even. They got there in different ways, whether it's tire, cannonball, gold bars. But then we get to the extras. The extras are all your orbitals, your dark bosses, your wicked bosses, your colossal watchers, overall. And then we add the slivers into that. Arc had a positive 237 after slivers and extras. SLY, positive 173. Final score tonight, Arc at home, super strong. They had a good wall game. A couple of snowstorms got in there. Arc 26-27, SLY 19-64. Couple things. One, snowstorms are powerful. If you get slowed down with snowstorms, and SLY ran into a couple snowstorms tonight. Number two, when people attack your Kangs, dimes, what do you have that can protect a Kang? Because there was a gamut thrown earlier, and you gave 73 points away. What could you have played to protect that Kang? Tanner. So Tanner saves you 73 points, right? So there were some things left on the table. Fun night. We'll get better at it, but a little bit of practice makes perfect, everybody. Arc, looking good after one game. SLY, good to see your team back. Good to have Ray here tonight. He got the Euclid treatment, but we'll get those legends, and I do like the Mord play tonight. So, good stuff. All right. Hey, you guys have a great night. Great match. I know it was a little bit stagnant the first couple rounds, but the last 3 rounds, very, very good by all players. So I'm looking forward to Wednesday night's game and then the games in the future. You guys have a great night. Talk to you soon. Peace.